Okay, hello everyone. My name is Stefanos, and I apologize in advance for the ugly slides because I created them like 20 minutes. I didn't know about the internship lightning talks, but I wanted to present you what I've done. So I worked on the Polari internet relay chat, and my mentor for this project was Florian Milner, who is also the one that started this project. And yes, let's start. So the first thing, the hardest thing when it comes to creating a preview link is probably selecting that image, that thumbnail that is going to accurately represent the content of that web page. For example, a logo or something. This can vary, and like parsing HTML or something to detect images contained in the web page is too hard, and in some cases it might not be possible. So we thought a good idea would be to actually just load the web page somewhere in the background and take a snapshot of it. And this is what we did. We used the WebKit, the web view had a function that returned a surface, and then we would write it to a PNG. And at first we tried it, and it worked pretty fine for any type of web pages. But the problem was with the images, because we would create a web view large enough to capture capture the entire web page. We would get a snapshot of it, and then we would resize it to a thumbnail size. But the problem is, when it comes to images or videos, you know, the web page is actually like a lot of black, especially in the case of small images, and then the image is in the center. If you do this in that case, then you're going to get a really ugly image, and then after you resize it, it's going to be so small you won't actually see anything. So here I have the example using a big web view. So the result after scaling down for web pages, for example for YouTube, and then for images with the Polari logo, and then using a small web view. So we thought that in the case of images, we could use a small web view. The problem was generating a general rule, because obviously if we used small web views, this is what would happen with the web pages. The entire image wouldn't be caught inside. So that's why we thought we should detect the content type, and based on it, if it is an image, then we apply the image treatment, else we just use the other. This is a post from my blog, and like these are some previews from some images. For example, on the bottom left, you can see that was an image, and this is how it looks. And the other two are just websites. And then these are some other steps. I didn't really want to go into detail because everything is basic here. I wanted to talk about the more important part, about choosing what to preview. Another thing we did was create a GSoC process that runs the actual script I talked about earlier, because in case something crashes or anything, we don't want to actually crash Polari. There was also setting a placeholder image in the case an image was not found in cache. And also, until the generation is complete, here is another step I didn't add because I was rushing. The G-file monitor, we would wait until the generation is complete, and that would send the signal to the Polari, and then it would load the image. And here are some final results, how previews looked after I ran them on the actual Polari. So these are messages sent by others. And this, for example, for some commits. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.